Hello everyone, today we have new video review and this time we're gonna check fresh release from Eduard. As you can see, that's a limited edition kit and it's a dual combo Grunherz in 1/72 scale, so as you can guess it includes Focke-Wulf 190 in A5 and A8 versions. These were actually operated by this fine group. And as you can see now we have a chance to check it closer. But as usual, let me remind you that we are still gathering money for the new camera and you can help us by pressing the donate button on our website. It is easy, it is done via PayPal, so no worries, it should be safe as well. And as for the kit, it's already available for the purchase, and as I said before, it's a dual combo. As you can see here, it's written that this is also limited edition. Box size is typical for 1/48 scale kits from Eduard. Here you can see comparison with my hand. On the side we have 6 marking options which are included into this kit, so 2 out of those can be replicated with the plastic inside. Then here we have some information about the contents, and it's written that it's collector's item. And from the other side we can see that we have plastic parts for 2 complete models and Eduard printed decals and stencils for 6 marking options. Well, it's not that rich for the marking options as some other limited editions, but still it should be interesting to see what is inside and why it is interesting. Just before you saw the certificate, it was a let's say rough draft of what we were handing out on the Spielwarenmesse, but you can check the article on our website to know more. So that's dual combo kit, as I said before, and we have double set of basically identical plastic sprues. So I will show you one transparent which is packed into the separate plastic bag. Just give me a second. It's a typical circular frame. Here we have all necessary parts for the canopy and some internal elements. Of course you will be able to replicate the open canopy on your aircraft, so no worries. And molding quality looks really good, and as far as I remember, assembly wasn't problematic as well, because I was assembling this model before, and you can check the building report on our website. Next, I'm opening bunch of gray plastic sprues. These are packed into the separate plastic bag. Here we have different frames, 3 frames with, actually 4 frames with fuselage parts and 2 frames with various add-ons. So as far as I can understand, we can replicate 2 A8s or 2 A5s. Should be like this. The main difference is, of course, can be found in the wings. You will see it in the review article, but here you can see one of those frames, and as I said, just to prove you, here we have other 3 frames which I will take a photo on review article. So here we have fuselage halves which are molded together with tail segment, also wing parts. Note that ailerons are molded together with wing part, while flaps are separate. Tail wings are molded together with elevators. Here we have separate top cowling part. Overall molding quality looks really fine. I can zoom in so that you can see those nice recessed panel lines and riveting on the fuselage parts. Those look really good. And when you flip it over, here we can see necessary tabs for internal elements, which should come handy for careful assembly and placement of the cockpit base here inside of the fuselage. And the same can be said about the wings. Here you can see that we have different recessed points because landing gear wheel wells will be assembled separately, so you have to guide them somehow on those wing parts. Next we have second type of the gray plastic sprue. Here, as I said before, we have let's say mix of different parts. This will come handy for external and internal detailing of the airplane. And as you can see, we have, for example, several types of the propeller. Here is the cockpit base, here is a basic engine. Here we have different landing gear wheels types, even antennas for night versions, but this won't be used here. 2 types of the landing gear wheel wells. Everything is here, even 2 types of the landing gear doors. But of course be careful, check assembly manual so that you won't use the wrong part with your kit. And I will remind you that you can replace cockpit and engine and also ammo bay with resin upgrades from the same manufacturer, which will look noticeably more detailed, and of course your model would look even better with this applied, but they require some experience, so be ready for such assembly process, let's say. Here you can see assembly manual. We have short history note in English language on the first page. Then we have parts map. Note that many parts still won't be used, even though this plastic copies several versions. Here you can see assembly manual for Focke-Wulf 190A5. Then we have different versions for markings, for various markings. Here we have masks application guide, and then we have assembly manual for Focke-Wulf 190A8. Again, we have different designations for marking options. And here we have marking options. So first one is A5 version. It's also A5. This one too. Here we have one A8, A8, and once more A8. So 3 and 3. And here you can see stenciling guide and another stenciling guide for A8 version. So in other words, as I said before, you can replicate two types of this famous German aircraft and replicate them in 1/72 scale. Next we have small plastic bags with PE threads. As you can see, they are pre-painted. I'll zoom in so that you can see them closer. Here we have all necessary parts. Note that we have also pre-painted parts for the cockpit, so cockpit should be a bit more detailed after application of all those parts. Next we have small bonus, which is typical for Eduard. Here it is. These are pre-cut sticker masks. And last but not the least is this one, this plastic bag with decals sheets. Just give me a second to open it. And I will show you those decals. As I said in the beginning, those decals sheets are printed in Eduard, but still printing quality should be quite nice. And here we have first decals sheet. Note that surprisingly here we have decals for the dashboard as well. So in case you don't like PE parts in your model, you can use decals. And of course, second decals sheet is dedicated to stencils and also printed in Eduard. So that's all for this video review. I hope you enjoyed it. As usual, you can find this kit on official Eduard website. And of course, if you have something to share about this model or you want to write your opinion, write it here in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I will see you in the next video review as usual. Bye!